which would lead up to one pivotal night in late 2018 from which Gypsy Crusader would eventually be born.
You have a very unique story about what happened that night. Tell us about when you first went down to the club that night, what you saw.
On the 12th of October 2018, a far-right group known as the Proud Boys were hosting a political speech at the Republican Club in New York City. Paul Miller, the independent journalist, was hoping to attend so he could write a story on the event, however was denied entry as he didn't have tickets. However, it wasn't only Paul Miller who had attended the event without tickets. Antifa, a group at the opposite end of the political spectrum who considered themselves to be the arch nemesis of the Proud Boys, had also attended the event with the goal of protesting their actions. After Paul, the at this point independent journalist, had been denied entry, Antifa spotted him walking out of the event assuming he was a member of the Proud Boys and subsequently attacked him under the assumption that he was aligned with the group.
As they were coming towards us, I knew that they were after us.
If Paul Miller had escaped the fight that night without the help of anyone else, it's likely that he would have returned home as nothing more than a bruised and battered independent journalist, but the fight played out in a slightly different way.
When other people would have walked away in the streets of New York, these two men sat there and helped me fight these guys.
Two members of the Proud Boys came to Miller's rescue while he was being attacked. So naturally and understandably, he had gained a level of respect for them that he didn't possess when the night began. So not only did this fight cause Paul Miller to magnify his existing hatred for the political opinion held by the individuals who attacked him, but it also aligned him further with the group who ultimately came to his rescue. However, after the events had concluded, Paul Miller stated that he still didn't align himself with either of the groups involved in the incident.
And you're not a member of the Proud Boys or a member of the Republican Club. You just went as a spectator to see it.
No, I'm not a member of the Proud Boys.
The members of Antifa who attacked Paul that night were arrested, however the case was thrown out. But this wasn't the end of it. The members of the group still blamed Miller for what had happened that night and subsequently made it their job to ruin his life by any means necessary.
They then doxed me, they got me fired, they harassed me more, I had the FBI sent to my house.
Amplifying his hatred for their movement even more.